Stress is an unavoidable part of life. It sneaks in through tight deadlines at work, unexpected challenges in relationships, financial pressures, and even the constant noise of the digital world. Sometimes, it feels overwhelming, draining, and inescapable. You feel your heart race, your mind cloud with worry, and your body tense up. But what if I told you that stress doesn't have to control your life? What if you could manage and relieve stress naturally, without relying on medication or quick fixes that only mask the symptoms? In this video, we're going to uncover proven, natural methods to reduce stress, boost your mental clarity, and regain control over your life. These aren't just trendy self-care tips. They're timeless practices backed by science and philosophy, especially the teachings of Stoicism, that empower you to stay calm and focused even when life gets tough. Imagine waking up each day with a clear mind, feeling centered and in control, no matter what challenges come your way. That's the power of managing stress naturally. Whether you're a student juggling multiple responsibilities, a professional facing high-pressure situations, or someone simply trying to find balance in a fast-paced world, these secrets are for you. By the end of this video, you'll have a toolbox of practical techniques that you can start using today to ease your mind and body. And make sure to watch until the end for a powerful technique that can bring you instant calm in moments of high stress. Before we dive in, take a moment to subscribe to Beyond Vision Mindset if you haven't already. Here, we explore personal growth, resilience, and the timeless wisdom that helps you build a fulfilling life. Every video is designed to help you unlock your potential, protect your energy, and embrace the journey of self-improvement. Let's grow together. Now, let's get into the first secret to relieving stress naturally. 1. Deep breathing exercises, the power of your breath. When stress hits, your body goes into fight or flight mode. Your breathing becomes shallow and rapid, your heart races, and your muscles tense up. This is your body's way of preparing for danger, a survival mechanism from our ancient ancestors. But in modern life, most stressors aren't life-threatening. Yet, our bodies still react as if they are. The good news is that you have a built-in tool to counter this reaction. Your breath. Deep breathing exercises are one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to reduce stress naturally. When you consciously slow down your breathing, you send a signal to your brain that everything is okay. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, often called the rest and digest system, which calms your mind and body. Let's break down a simple but effective deep breathing technique you can practice anytime, anywhere. It's called the 4-4-6 method. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 counts, filling your lungs completely. Hold that breath for another 4 counts, letting the oxygen circulate through your body. Then, exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 counts, releasing all the tension you're holding. Repeat this for at least 5 minutes, and you'll feel a noticeable difference. But why does this work so well? When you're stressed, your body produces cortisol, the stress hormone. High cortisol levels over time can lead to anxiety, depression, and even physical health issues like high blood pressure. Deep breathing lowers cortisol levels, reduces your heart rate, and increases oxygen flow to your brain, helping you think more clearly and feel more relaxed. The beauty of this method is its simplicity. You don't need any special equipment or a specific location. Whether you're in a traffic jam, at your desk, or lying in bed unable to sleep, your breath is always with you, ready to help you calm down. And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you'll find that even in the most stressful situations, you can maintain your composure with just a few deep breaths. Imagine this. You're about to give a presentation, and your nerves are getting the best of you. Instead of letting panic take over, you close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and suddenly, you feel grounded and ready. That's the power of your breath. In addition to the 4-4-6 method, explore other breathing techniques like diaphragmatic breathing, where you focus on expanding your belly rather than your chest as you breathe, and alternate nostril breathing, a technique from yoga that balances your mind and body. Experiment and find what works best for you. Remember, stress might be inevitable, but your response to it is within your control. And sometimes, all it takes is a single breath to start that journey to calm. 2. Physical activity. Move to manage stress. Stress often traps us in a cycle of mental exhaustion and physical tension. Your mind races with worries, and your body responds by tightening up, making you feel even more stressed. But here's the truth. Your body holds the key to breaking this cycle. Physical activity isn't just about staying fit. It's one of the most effective ways to release stress naturally and regain your mental clarity. When you engage in physical activity, your body releases endorphins, often called feel-good hormones. These chemicals interact with receptors in your brain, reducing your perception of pain and triggering positive feelings. It's like a natural mood booster without any side effects. But the benefits go beyond just feeling good in the moment. Regular physical activity improves your overall resilience to stress, making you better equipped to handle life's challenges. Now, you might be thinking, I don't have time for long workouts, or I'm not a gym person. The good news is, you don't need to spend hours lifting weights or running marathons to reap the benefits. Even short bursts of physical activity can significantly reduce stress. A 20-minute brisk walk around your neighborhood can do wonders. As you walk, pay attention to your surroundings, the sound of birds, the feel of the breeze, the rhythm of your steps. This not only provides physical exercise but also serves as a form of moving meditation, clearing your mind and calming your thoughts. If walking isn't your thing, consider yoga. Yoga combines physical movement with deep breathing and mindfulness, making it a triple threat against stress. Each stretch and pose releases tension from your muscles, while the focused breathing calms your mind. Over time, yoga improves flexibility, balance, and strength, but more importantly, it teaches you how to stay calm and centered, even when life feels chaotic. For those who enjoy more dynamic activities, dancing is an excellent option. Put on your favorite music and let yourself move freely. Dancing not only provides a great workout, but also allows you to express yourself, release pent-up emotions, and simply have fun. And let's not forget the joy that comes from moving to a rhythm you love. It's hard to feel stressed when you're dancing your heart out. Another powerful yet often overlooked form of physical activity is stretching. Stress tends to settle in specific areas of your body, your neck, shoulders, and back. Simple stretching exercises can release this tension, improving your posture and overall well-being. Start your day with a 5-minute stretch routine, focusing on areas where you feel the most tension. Stretching not only relieves physical discomfort but also signals to your mind that it's time to relax. If you prefer structured activities, sports can be a great outlet. Playing a game of tennis, swimming laps, or even hitting a punching bag provides a healthy way to channel your stress. The competitive nature of sports can also serve as a distraction, giving your mind a break from whatever is causing your stress. But what if you're someone who struggles with motivation? Start small. Set achievable goals like taking a 10-minute walk after meals or doing a quick stretch routine before bed. Celebrate these small victories and gradually increase your activity level. Remember, the goal isn't to become an athlete overnight. It's to create a habit that helps you manage stress naturally. One of the most underrated benefits of physical activity is the opportunity to disconnect from digital stressor. We live in a world where notifications, emails, and social media constantly demand our attention, adding to our stress levels. When you engage in physical activity, especially outdoors, you give yourself permission to unplug and be present. This digital detox, even if temporary, can have a profound impact on your mental well-being. Consider this scenario. You've had a long, stressful day at work. Your mind is buzzing with unfinished tasks, and your body feels heavy with fatigue. Instead of collapsing onto the couch and scrolling through your phone, you decide to take a short walk in the nearby park. As you walk, you take deep breaths, feeling the tension melt away with each step. By the time you return home, your mind is clearer, and your body feels lighter. That's the magic of physical activity. Incorporating physical activity into your daily routine doesn't have to be complicated. Find what you enjoy and make it a part of your lifestyle. Over time, you'll notice that not only does your stress decrease, but your overall mood, energy levels, and mental clarity improve significantly. Remember, movement is medicine. When stress weighs you down, let physical activity lift you up. Your body and mind will thank you. 3. Mindfulness and meditation, mastering the art of present awareness. In the modern world, stress often stems from our minds being stuck in two places: the past and the future. We dwell on past mistakes, regrets, and missed opportunities, or we worry about future uncertainties, deadlines, and challenges. Rarely do we allow ourselves to be fully present in the moment, yet it is in the present that true peace resides. Mindfulness and meditation offer a pathway to this peace, providing a natural and powerful antidote to stress. Mindfulness is the practice of bringing your full attention to the present moment without judgment. It's about noticing what's happening around you and within you, your thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations, without trying to change or analyze them. This might sound simple, but in a world filled with constant distractions and mental noise, mindfulness is a skill that takes practice and patience. However, the benefits are profound. When you practice mindfulness, you create a mental pause, a space between stimulus and response. Instead of reacting impulsively to stress, you learn to observe it, understand it, and respond calmly. Imagine being in the middle of a stressful situation. Perhaps you're stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. Instead of spiraling into frustration and anxiety, you take a deep breath, acknowledge your feelings, and accept the situation as it is. This shift in mindset doesn't change the external circumstances, but it changes how you experience them, reducing your stress and preserving your mental well-being. Meditation, a key component of mindfulness, takes this practice even deeper. Meditation involves setting aside time to focus your mind, often through techniques like focused breathing, body scans, or guided visualizations. Regular meditation has been shown to lower cortisol levels, reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, and improve overall mental clarity. But beyond the science, meditation offers something invaluable: inner peace. One of the simplest forms of meditation is mindful breathing. Find a quiet place, sit comfortably, and close your eyes. Focus on your breath as it flows in and out. When your mind inevitably wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. At first, you might find this challenging. Your mind will resist stillness, bombarding you with thoughts and distractions. But with consistent practice, you'll notice moments of stillness becoming longer and more frequent. Another powerful meditation technique is the body scan. Lie down comfortably and close your eyes. Bring your attention to different parts of your body, starting from your toes and moving upwards. Notice any tension, discomfort, or sensations without trying to change them. This practice not only relaxes your body but also trains your mind to be present and aware. For those who find it difficult to meditate in silence, guided meditations can be immensely helpful. There are countless resources available, apps, YouTube channels, and podcasts that offer guided sessions tailored to stress relief. These guides often incorporate soothing music, calming instructions, and visualization techniques that help you relax deeply. Mindfulness can also be integrated into everyday activities. You don't have to sit in a lotus position for hours to practice mindfulness. It can be as simple as paying full attention to your morning coffee, the warmth of the cup, the aroma, the taste. Or being fully present while taking a shower, feeling the water on your skin and listening to its sound. Even mundane tasks like washing dishes can become a form of meditation when done mindfully. The benefits of mindfulness and meditation extend beyond immediate stress relief. Over time, these practices rewire your brain, increasing the gray matter in areas associated with emotional regulation, memory, and self-awareness. This means that with regular practice, you become more resilient to stress, better equipped to handle life's challenges, and more in tune with yourself. Let's take a real-world example. Picture someone juggling a demanding job, family responsibilities, and personal aspirations. Their days are packed with tasks, and stress seems inevitable. But every morning, they take 20 minutes to meditate. Over time, they notice a shift. They respond to challenges more calmly, their mind feels clearer, and their stress levels drop significantly. This is not an exaggeration. Countless individuals have experienced similar transformations through mindfulness and meditation. One of the core teachings of Stoic philosophy aligns perfectly with mindfulness, the idea of focusing on what you can control and accepting what you cannot. Mindfulness helps you embody this principle by training your mind to stay present and grounded, regardless of external circumstances. But how do you build a consistent practice? Start small. Begin with just 5 minutes a day and gradually increase the duration. Set a specific time each day, whether it's in the morning, during lunch, or before bed. Use reminders if needed. The key is consistency. And be kind to yourself. There will be days when your mind feels restless, and that's okay. What matters is showing up and practicing. For those skeptical about the impact of mindfulness, consider this. Even elite athletes, top executives, and successful entrepreneurs incorporate meditation into their routines. Why? Because they understand that a calm and focused mind is their greatest asset. And if they can find time for mindfulness amidst their demanding lives, so can you. Incorporating mindfulness and meditation into your daily routine doesn't require special tools or a significant time commitment. All it takes is your willingness to be present. As you cultivate this practice, you'll find that stress loses its grip on you. Your mind becomes your ally, not your enemy. And in the stillness of your practice, you'll discover a wellspring of calm that you can tap into anytime, anywhere. Remember, stress thrives in a restless mind, but mindfulness cultivates calm. Make mindfulness and meditation your daily sanctuary, and watch your stress dissolve naturally. 4. The power of acceptance, letting go of what you can't control. One of the core tenets of Stoic philosophy is the idea of distinguishing between what we can control and what we cannot. This wisdom is profoundly relevant when it comes to stress management. In life, we're constantly confronted with situations, people, and events that are beyond our influence. Yet, many of us spend an immense amount of energy worrying about these things, which only exacerbates our stress. The Stoics understood that true peace comes not from controlling the world around us, but from accepting what is beyond our control. Acceptance is a transformative practice. It's about surrendering to the reality of each moment, understanding that resistance to what is only creates internal turmoil. The more you fight against something that's outside your control, the more you suffer. On the other hand, when you accept it, you allow yourself to respond with clarity, grace, and a calm mind. Let's break this down. When we face challenges, like a difficult situation at work or a strained relationship, it's easy to get caught up in frustration, anger, or anxiety. We start to focus on how unfair things are, or how much we wish things were different. However, the Stoics taught that these emotions are a direct result of our attachment to the outcome. We might wish for things to go a certain way, but when they don't, we're left in a state of distress. Take, for example, the Stoic concept of the dichotomy of control, which divides everything into two categories: what we can control and what we cannot. We cannot control other people's actions, external circumstances, or even certain outcomes. But we can control how we react to them, how we interpret them, and how we move forward. This shift in perspective is incredibly empowering. Imagine you're in a traffic jam, late for an important meeting. You can't control the traffic, the weather, or other drivers. Getting upset, honking your horn, or wishing for the situation to be different won't change a thing. However, you can control your reaction to the situation. You can choose to stay calm, accept that the delay is out of your hands, and use the time to listen to a podcast, breathe deeply, or reflect on the positive aspects of your day. This simple act of acceptance transforms your stress into an opportunity for peace. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up or resigning yourself to passivity. It means acknowledging that certain things are beyond your control, and instead of expending your energy on them, you focus on how you can respond with wisdom and calm. The Stoics call this amor fati, or the love of fate. It's about embracing whatever comes your way, knowing that each experience, whether good or bad, has something to teach you. This idea can be applied to various aspects of life. In your career, you might face setbacks that feel discouraging. You may not have the power to change the outcome, but you do have control over how you handle the setback. You can choose to learn from the experience, adjust your approach, and keep moving forward with a steady mind. This type of response is the foundation of Stoic resilience. In relationships, acceptance can help you deal with conflict or disagreement without letting your emotions spiral out of control. Instead of blaming others or trying to change their behavior, you can focus on understanding your own feelings, communicating effectively, and choosing how to act in a way that maintains your inner peace. Practices for cultivating acceptance. To build the power of acceptance into your life, here are a few Stoic-inspired practices. Daily reflection. At the end of each day, reflect on what went well and what didn't. Acknowledge the things you couldn't control and remind yourself that these are outside of your influence. Focus on how you responded to them, and how you can improve your reactions moving forward. Journaling. Writing down your thoughts is a powerful tool for cultivating acceptance. When you face a difficult situation, journal about your feelings and frustrations. Then, challenge yourself to identify what you can control and what you can't. This practice helps you focus on the present moment and disengage from unproductive worry. Visualization. Visualize scenarios where things don't go as planned, and imagine how you will respond calmly. This exercise helps prepare your mind to accept challenges as part of life, rather than seeing them as personal failures. Affirmations of control. Remind yourself regularly that you have control over how you perceive and react to events. Affirmations like, "I am in control of my thoughts and actions," can help reinforce this mindset. Breathing through the moments. When faced with frustration or tension, take a moment to pause and breathe deeply. This short break gives your mind the space to choose a calm response rather than reacting impulsively. As you practice acceptance, you'll notice a profound shift in how you approach stress. You'll begin to see obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than as threats to your peace. The power of acceptance lies in its ability to free you from unnecessary mental strain, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. How you choose to live your life, regardless of external circumstances. The more you practice acceptance, the more you'll find that stress loses its hold on you. Your mind becomes clearer, your heart lighter, and your life more peaceful. Remember, the Stoics didn't advocate for passivity, they advocated for an active embrace of life's uncertainties, knowing that true freedom lies in the way we respond to the things that happen. So, let go of what you can't control. Accept life as it comes, and find peace in the knowledge that how you respond is where your true power lies. 5. The power of perspective, shifting your view to break free from stress. One of the most powerful Stoic tools for managing stress is the ability to shift our perspective. The Stoics believed that our perception of events plays a significant role in how we experience them. In fact, it's often not the events themselves, but our interpretation of them, that causes us stress. By changing how we view situations, we can transform the way we respond to them and reduce the stress they bring. The Stoics frequently reminded themselves that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This is a reminder that our emotional responses are within our control. When faced with challenging situations, we have the power to decide how to perceive them. This shift in perspective is not about ignoring reality or pretending everything is fine. It's about seeing the situation through a lens of wisdom, acceptance, and calm. One of the best ways to change your perspective is through the practice of reframing. Reframing is the act of taking a negative or stressful situation and consciously looking for a different way to interpret it. Instead of focusing on the frustration or difficulty, you shift your focus to the potential lessons, growth, or opportunities that may come from the experience. This doesn't diminish the challenge but allows you to approach it with a more constructive mindset. For example, if you're dealing with a difficult coworker, you could choose to view the situation as a source of stress, resentment, and frustration. Or, you could choose to view it as an opportunity to practice patience, empathy, and self-control. By shifting your perspective, you turn the situation from a source of tension into an opportunity for growth. Another powerful Stoic exercise for shifting perspective is the view from above. This involves mentally stepping back from the immediate moment and looking at the bigger picture. When stress arises, take a moment to imagine yourself observing the situation from a higher vantage point, perhaps from a bird's eye view or as though you were watching a scene from a movie. This helps you detach from the intensity of the situation and see it in a broader context. It allows you to recognize that, in the grand scheme of things, many of our stressors are temporary and relatively insignificant. A great example of this comes from Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers and Roman emperors. In his meditations, he frequently reminded himself to take a step back and consider his role in the world, reminding himself that he was just one part of the vast, interconnected whole. This perspective helped him put his stresses into context and maintain a sense of calm and purpose. Reframing and the view from above are not just theoretical exercises, they are practical tools that can be applied in everyday life. For instance, if you're facing a challenging task, rather than focusing on how overwhelming it feels, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What strengths can I build here? Instead of getting bogged down by the pressure, you shift your focus to personal growth and self-improvement. Another technique for shifting perspective is to remind yourself of your values and goals. When stress arises, ask yourself, does this situation align with my values? Does it serve my greater purpose? Often, we get caught up in the immediate discomfort or difficulty of a situation and forget that our stress is often the result of us deviating from our core values. When we reconnect with what truly matters, we can reduce the grip stress has on us. Additionally, the Stoics taught the power of negative visualization, the practice of imagining the worst-case scenario. While this might sound counterintuitive, the Stoics found that by confronting our fears and imagining the worst, we reduce our fear and anxiety about it. When you can mentally prepare for the possibility of failure, disappointment, or loss, you realize that even in the worst situations, you can still maintain your inner peace and resilience. This practice helps put your current stress in perspective and reminds you that even if things don't go as planned, you have the strength to handle it. By adopting these Stoic techniques for shifting perspective, you can begin to break free from the cycle of stress and worry. Instead of being swept away by the emotional currents of life, you'll learn to steer your thoughts and actions with intention, wisdom, and self-awareness. You'll start to see stress not as something to avoid but as a natural part of life that can be faced with grace and strength. Ultimately, the power of perspective is about seeing life as it is, not as we wish it to be. By practicing these Stoic exercises, you can change how you relate to stress and embrace challenges with a calm, grounded mindset. Remember, the way you perceive the world shapes your experience of it. By changing your perspective, you can change your experience of stress, transforming it from a source of suffering into an opportunity for growth. 6. Self-mastery, taking control of your inner world. When it comes to overcoming stress, one of the most effective Stoic principles is the idea of self-mastery. The Stoics believed that to be truly free, we must first master ourselves. In a world filled with external pressures, distractions, and uncertainties, the ability to control our inner world, our thoughts, emotions, and reactions, becomes our greatest source of peace and resilience. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy. To develop inner strength and composure, regardless of what happens in the external world. The foundation of self-mastery lies in understanding that we cannot control the events that happen to us, but we can control how we respond to them. In any given situation, we have the power to choose our thoughts, attitudes, and actions. This might sound simple, but it's often much more challenging to put into practice, especially when emotions run high or stress starts to overwhelm us. A critical part of self-mastery is the ability to detach from impulsive reactions. It's easy to feel the pull of stress and let it dictate our behavior. We might lash out in anger, shut down emotionally, or spiral into anxiety. But the Stoics taught that true strength comes from the ability to pause before reacting. This pause gives us the space to choose our response with wisdom, rather than being driven by our emotions. One of the Stoic exercises that helps cultivate self-mastery is called premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This practice involves mentally preparing for challenges and setbacks before they arise. It's about imagining the worst-case scenario and reflecting on how you would handle it. By doing this, you reduce the element of surprise and fear when difficult situations inevitably occur. You train your mind to stay calm, collected, and focused, knowing that no matter what happens, you have the strength to navigate it. An essential component of self-mastery is the discipline of your thoughts. According to the Stoics, our minds are like gardens that need to be cultivated. If we allow negative, self-defeating, or irrational thoughts to take root, they will grow and cause us stress. Therefore, the practice of mindfulness, which we discussed in previous sections, becomes a vital tool for self-mastery. By observing our thoughts without judgment, we can catch ourselves before falling into unproductive or harmful patterns. When negative thoughts arise, we can consciously redirect them, choosing more constructive and empowering ones instead. Another powerful aspect of self-mastery is emotional regulation. Emotions, while natural and human, can often hijack our ability to think clearly and make sound decisions. The Stoics believed that we should not suppress or deny our emotions but rather cultivate the ability to respond to them with reason and calm. This does not mean becoming emotionless. Rather, it means acknowledging our emotions without allowing them to control us. One of the most iconic Stoic figures, Epictetus, wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This highlights the importance of emotional control. For example, imagine you receive harsh criticism at work. The initial emotional reaction might be anger or embarrassment. But with self-mastery, you can recognize these feelings, accept them, and then choose a measured, thoughtful response. Instead of reacting defensively or in frustration, you could respond with gratitude for the feedback and use it as an opportunity for growth. By mastering your emotions, you maintain your inner peace, no matter the external circumstances. Self-mastery also involves the cultivation of virtues such as patience, perseverance, and humility. These qualities allow us to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience, reducing the impact of stress on our well-being. For example, if you face a setback in your personal or professional life, rather than giving in to frustration or defeat, you practice patience and perseverance. You understand that setbacks are part of the process and that they provide valuable lessons that contribute to your growth. Building self-mastery requires consistent effort and commitment. It's not something that happens overnight, but rather something that is developed over time through deliberate practice. One of the keys to success in this area is creating daily habits that reinforce self-control and emotional regulation. This could include practices like journaling, meditation, reflection, or simply taking a few moments each day to check in with your emotional state. The more you cultivate these practices, the more natural self-mastery will become. Another key aspect of self-mastery is setting clear boundaries. Boundaries are essential for protecting your energy, time, and mental well-being. Without boundaries, it's easy to become overwhelmed and stressed by the demands of others. The Stoics understood the importance of guarding our mental and emotional space, as it allows us to maintain focus, clarity, and peace. By setting healthy boundaries and learning to say no when necessary, we reclaim control over our lives and reduce the stress that comes from overcommitting or trying to please everyone. In the face of stress, self-mastery allows you to be the calm in the storm. When external circumstances threaten to overwhelm you, you can turn inward, center yourself, and respond with clarity, wisdom, and emotional control. This inner strength not only helps you manage stress but also makes you more resilient to future challenges. The more you practice self-mastery, the more you will experience a deep sense of inner peace and empowerment. Incorporating Stoic practices of self-mastery into your daily routine requires dedication, but the rewards are immense. By taking control of your inner world, you not only reduce your stress but also unlock your full potential. You become less reactive, more thoughtful, and more resilient. And with this inner strength, you can face any challenge with confidence and grace, knowing that your peace and well-being are never dependent on external circumstances. 7. Acceptance, embracing life's impermanence and uncertainty. In the journey of managing stress, one of the most profound Stoic principles is the practice of acceptance. Life is inherently uncertain, and no matter how hard we try to control it, the unexpected will always find its way into our path. The Stoics understood this truth, and they embraced it as an essential part of their philosophy. They believed that acceptance, especially the acceptance of things beyond our control, was the key to living a peaceful and resilient life. Stress often arises from our resistance to the natural flow of life. We struggle against change, we fight the things we cannot control, and we become frustrated when reality doesn't meet our expectations. The Stoics, however, taught that true peace comes from accepting what is, rather than constantly wishing things were different. By embracing the impermanence of life and the inevitability of change, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and suffering. Acceptance does not mean resignation or passivity. It is not about giving up or failing to take action when necessary. Rather, acceptance means recognizing and acknowledging the reality of a situation without resistance. It's about letting go of the need to control every outcome and learning to flow with life, understanding that many aspects of life are outside our power to influence. A central Stoic idea is the dichotomy of control. Some things are within our control, and others are not. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously wrote, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not up to us." This simple yet powerful truth can transform the way we approach life's challenges. When we focus on what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, and let go of the rest, we free ourselves from the anxiety and stress of trying to manage the uncontrollable. Let's consider a common source of stress: the fear of the future. We often spend countless hours worrying about things that may never happen, creating scenarios in our minds and imagining the worst possible outcomes. This fear is rooted in the belief that we can somehow predict or control what will happen. The Stoics, however, practice the art of ataraxia, or inner peace, by accepting the uncertainty of the future and focusing on the present moment. Instead of obsessing over future events, they focused on how they could respond to whatever came their way. This mindset allowed them to navigate life's uncertainties with calm and confidence. Acceptance also helps us deal with setbacks and challenges. Life rarely goes according to plan, and when things don't turn out the way we expect, it's easy to fall into frustration, disappointment, or regret. But the Stoics reminded us that we cannot control the outcome of every situation. What we can control is how we react to the situation. By accepting what has happened, we shift our energy from resistance to resilience. Instead of wasting mental energy on regret or anger, we focus on how we can learn from the experience and move forward. The concept of acceptance is also deeply intertwined with the Stoic practice of gratitude. When we accept life as it is, we begin to appreciate the present moment and all that it offers. We stop focusing on what we lack or what is missing in our lives, and instead, we acknowledge the blessings and opportunities that surround us. This shift in perspective reduces stress and increases feelings of contentment and peace. One of the most powerful ways to practice acceptance is through the Stoic exercise known as amor fati, which translates to love of fate. This practice involves embracing everything that happens to us, both the good and the bad, as a necessary part of our journey. Rather than resisting hardship or misfortune, we learn to love it because it is through these challenges that we grow and learn. Amor fati encourages us to view adversity not as something to be avoided, but as an integral part of the story of our lives, something that shapes and refines us. Incorporating acceptance into your life means letting go of the illusion of control and embracing the impermanence of life. It means acknowledging that not everything will go the way you expect or desire, but that doesn't have to be a source of stress. Instead of reacting with frustration, you respond with grace and equanimity, knowing that everything, good and bad, contributes to your growth and development. In practical terms, acceptance can be applied to many areas of life. When you face a challenging situation, whether it's a difficult conversation, a setback at work, or a personal loss, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what is in my control? What is outside my control? Focus your energy on what you can influence, and accept the rest. By doing so, you release the grip that stress has on you and cultivate a sense of peace and resilience. One of the best ways to practice acceptance in daily life is by developing a routine of reflection. At the end of each day, take a few moments to reflect on what happened, what went well, what didn't, and what you can learn from it. Accept that the day unfolded as it was meant to, and that even the challenges were opportunities for growth. This practice helps to shift your mindset from one of frustration to one of gratitude and acceptance. As you begin to embrace acceptance in your life, you will notice a shift in your experience of stress. Rather than being overwhelmed by life's challenges, you will learn to navigate them with composure and confidence. By focusing on what you can control and accepting what you cannot, you will find that stress no longer has the same power over you. And in the process, you will cultivate a deeper sense of peace, resilience, and gratitude. Conclusion: cultivating resilience through Stoic wisdom. As we've explored in this video, the Stoic approach to stress management offers us a powerful framework for living with peace and resilience in a chaotic world. By focusing on what we can control, practicing mindfulness and acceptance, and embracing the inevitable uncertainties of life, we transform the way we interact with stress. We no longer allow it to dictate our emotional state or rob us of our peace. Instead, we rise above it, responding with calm, clarity, and strength. Stoic philosophy teaches us that stress isn't something to be eliminated entirely, but something to be understood and managed. It's a natural part of life that we can navigate by adopting practices of mindfulness, acceptance, and discipline. Through these principles, we can build a mindset that empowers us to face challenges with unwavering resolve, embrace uncertainty with grace, and maintain our inner peace no matter the circumstances. By embodying these Stoic lessons, you'll not only reduce your stress but also unlock a deeper sense of freedom, control, and contentment. The power to transform your experience of stress lies within your hands, through your thoughts, your actions, and your mindset. So take these tools, apply them daily, and remember that you have the strength to overcome any challenge that comes your way. Thank you for watching. I hope these Stoic strategies for stress management resonate with you and provide the tools you need to take control of your emotional well-being. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Beyond Vision Mindset for more content on building mental resilience, personal growth, and Stoic wisdom. Remember, stress doesn't have to control you. With the right mindset and tools, you can cultivate the resilience you need to face life with calm and confidence. Until next time, stay grounded, stay present, and keep embracing your growth.